Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Kairos and welcome back to Let's Play Empire Total War, where we have been liberating the Caribbean from the oppressive reign of civilization under the Black Flag. I apologize for the hiatus on this series that we've been enduring. I have been fairly sick the last week really, and I just haven't had much time to record lately, so I apologize for that, but we are back on the account, as they used to say, because of course no legitimate pirate would ever actually describe himself as a pirate. No, we're not stealing, we are going on the account. So we'll go on the account over here, I think, and this was a very successful battle last episode. We managed to essentially sink half the British Navy, and for now we have control of the seas. So we'll just do some quick raiding and have a look at our situation. It has been a few weeks since I've actually played this game, so I'm a little out of practice. But we'll have a look here. We have plenty of forces available. In fact, I probably should be... That's right, I was planning to go on a bit of a raid, a shore raid. So we're organizing over here to probably attack either Curaçao or even Hispaniola up here, Santo Domingo. That's going to be the plan for this episode. I'm just going to get things set up here for the most part. Check construction is still happening. Make sure our fleet is being repaired. Actually, we should probably repair those ships, shouldn't we? Yes, indeed. So what we'll do is we'll get this... Which one is this? This is the Fancy. She'll probably get frightened back into port by some large fleet coming past, but we'll put these guys in here and we'll actually get them all repairing. Let's see how much they cost first, because I may end up scuppering these ships. The galleon Miserere, she's been doing well. We'll keep her for now, even though she's slow. And we'll want definitely to keep these frigates. That's actually not too bad. This one here took a real beating. This is the Burgundy Fox. And yes, everything seems to be in order. I'm thinking our construction, how much... We have plenty of money. We have no problem with income. Construction is happening. We should probably be fortifying this, but it is rather expensive. Let's see. I think we may invest in fortifying San Jose here, because it is... This looked like it was the target of a raid last episode. I had a feeling that the enemy was... The British were on their way to actually take this particular settlement. And strategically it is very important to us. So we are going to splash out on fortifications here in Trinidad, down here in San Jose de Oruña. So, I think that's pretty much everything for now. There's not much else to do. I'm just going to quickly check the rest of the map and make sure I don't have any assets hidden away, because again, I'm not entirely sure where I left everything from last episode, but we'll be back on track very soon, and we'll see what happens next turn. Alright, nothing much to report for that turn, just a lot of large nations trying to swindle me of my wealth, offering me peace in exchange for all of our assets. But apart from that, nothing to report, and we have constructed this road, which is going to help us get around. We actually need roads, because we're going to actually be using them to move troops around. Now I'm thinking,
where to, Captain?
We can leave the sloop here for now, but the main fleet... we also have the Ranger has been constructed, so I'll rename that in a moment. We'll worry about that later. But I'm going to have to load up some troops here. We've got an army ready to go. I think I'll probably take... Let's think about what kind of troops we want. We don't have a general. Do I want a general? It'll cost us money. We might as well. So we now have Andrew Spriggs here, General Marine. So he's going to be our buccaneering general, as it were. I'm sure he's missing the high seas, but no, we need him to raid. So he's going to come down here.
Waiting for orders. Anything more?
And we're going to think about selecting what kind of troops we need. So I think we might raid. We might raid Curaçao, I think. That strikes me as something worth doing. It's a little bit away from the Spanish. I've noticed there's a lot of Spanish ships moving around the map here, and I'd rather not antagonize them much now. We have cannon. We definitely want to take this artillery with us. And we have pirate armed light infantry. We have, so they're musketeers essentially. We have swordsmen. We want at least a couple of units of those. Let me see. We should probably be safe, and we'll take... That'll probably do. So we've got 2 units of swordsmen and 3 units of musketeers.
Ready and waiting for orders.
Some of these are African freed slaves. Some of them are sailors free. And we have just your regular pirates. That should be enough for a raiding party. We may actually pick up some more troops along the way as well. And before I get this voyage underway, I'm definitely going to rename all my ships, at least the ones that are historically relevant. So we have all of the famous pirates from this period in history involved in this sacking of Curaçao. Obviously, we're going to have to worry about home defense, so I might move some of these troops up here as well. We'll use the sloop for that. But let's put them in port here.
Orders.
And we should have ships. We should have an embark button here. Nope, that's the fleet. Army, here we go. Now I think I can do all of these at once. Embark, disembark. Of course. Can I select all? Nope, that does not work. Okay. I'm sure I need to learn the hotkeys for this whole game. So we should be able to exchange here. There we go. Yep, that should be it. Alright, I'm just going to put it in a cut here while I fiddle around with the names of these ships here. Alright, that's much better. We now have the Ranger, a fast sloop under the command of Ben Hornigold, and we have the Royal Fortune commanded by Black Bart. That strikes me as much more thematic. I think the Royal Fortune is a frigate. So, we're ready to make our way to Curaçao, which shouldn't take us too long. That's the sloop. We might send her out just to scout initially, a little bit. We'll get the rest of the Navy.
Any orders?
No, I'm not sure why that's working. I thought you could shift tab all of them, but apparently I have to select them all individually. That's annoying.
Ship's orders received.
Yeah, that's got the whole fleet. Alright, I'll have to check that later on. So let's keep searching here. I'm taking this very slow, as you can see, partly for your benefit, so you can actually see what's going on. Okay, we have a... What is that? San Francisco de Pala. That's a brig, so we don't need to worry about that so much.
Ship shape and Bristol fashion, Captain.
We'll just creep a little bit closer,
Way, Captain.
just so we can see what's going on. Yep, as I suspected.
And waiting.
Path blocked. So these look like... Yeah, they're all brigs. The Spanish don't have any proper warships in the area, so we could probably... we might have to fight our way through this lot. They'll probably just buzz off and leave us be. But we'll zoom in here, and we'll see what happens. We might have to just push this fleet aside. They should run, or they'll retreat into their dock
Ship's
here.
orders.
So you're in my way. Get away.
Run out the guns.
No, they let us pass. Okay, good.
Aye, aye, sir.
So we're in their port, and we should see smoke rising from that port now as we are basically stealing everything in there. So this should be damaged at this point. Yep. And we can just march straight into Curaçao. This is going to be a lot of fun. So, let's hope I actually bothered to load the troops. Yes, I did. Thank God for that. So we have guns. We have all of this. Let's see if we can exchange. I really wish that said embark, not exchange. That should work. Yes. Now we have an army now in this port. So we're happily raiding away, stealing everything worth stealing, and now we're going to march across the island
Prepare the troops for battle.
and besiege Curaçao, which, as it happens, is a Dutch port. We have here firelock armed citizenry. Interesting piece of trivia. That's accurate for the terminology. I don't think the term flintlock was really used in the 17th century. They would have referred to their guns as firelocks. pikemen, which were still in use, or falling out of fashion by this point, but were still in use. Colonial militia, and we have line infantry, the most up-to-date modern troops. These will be the regulars here. We've got to watch out for these guys. But they're still fairly outnumbered here. They will, of course, rally the citizenry to help them. That's what these guys are doing. So we'll demand their surrender. Surrender refused. So we're going to have some firing in this episode. Firing of firelocks, I suppose. Alright, now do we attack right away or do we encircle them? That's the real question. We have guns, so I don't see why we shouldn't just strike while the iron's hot and assault the settlement. So let's do that now. Okay, here we are, ready to go. I have set up our forces, ready to attack the town over there, you can see. Now, it would have been wonderful if I could have deployed on this ridge here. That would be the perfect gun battery platform there. But unfortunately, we couldn't deploy any further forward. So the plan is to basically head into the woods here with these musketeers and some buccaneers here, swords buccaneers to back them up. We're going to try and take this hill. We're going to move fairly gradually up on the flank here as well. And we're going to just probably leave the general near the guns for now. I may try and wheel the guns up a little bit further forward so we can get a better line of fire. As you can see, we have the hill in the way, so we're not much use here. But we shall end deployment and see what the enemy has planned. They are actually not far away, so we may have deployed a little too close for good artillery fire. Looks like they're going to come. We'll let them fire. Yep, they can fire over the ridge. Fantastic. First volley. And I will be recording a replay of this so we can actually see what's going on, see the action properly, and hear it as well, because of course the sound for this game is just magnificent with this mod. So this means I might have to reconsider my strategy here. What do we got here? Armed citizenry, firelock. This ridge is going to protect them. But we'll keep firing the guns, trying to track them over. We'll move the swordsmen down here as quickly as possible because we're going to need them to back up the guns. Double time, please, gentlemen. Yeah, see, they're protected by that ridge, although I'm sure it's scaring the bejesus out of them. You can actually fire at the ground, which is something I really like. There's a bug, I think, in Total War, in Empire Total War, where if you aim at a specific unit, they will always target the flanks. I'm not sure if that bug's been fixed, but I used to get that one back in the day. So we're just going to target this ridge here and hope that the balls will bounce. We're going to try and take this hill as quickly as we can. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Crunch. We might load chain at this point, or sorry, what am I saying? Canister. We're not at sea today. We're fighting a land battle, and it looks like our musketeers have opened fire. You may fire at will, gentlemen. We'll put down stakes just for fun. And these guys will use grenades, so we can get ready to toggle them as required. And they're opening fire. Nice work. You guys... Alright, fire as you bear, basically. Fire as you see fit. Fire at the pikemen. Okay, let's zoom in on this, see what happens. I'm obviously going to be putting cuts in here so you can see the action a bit more close up. That was devastating. Keep firing here. I don't see why we... Yeah, oh, that's nice. We've massacred that pike formation there. You guys can change fire there. Keep firing, gentlemen. Boom! Fell a little short, but it did the job. Beautiful work. They're retreating. We might go back to all at this point. I'm going to charge. Hold your fire, gentlemen, please. Hold your fire. And in we go. A little blasé, sending the general straight in, but in the spirit of Captain Flint, we should probably fight them man to man. These guys, you can hold that hill. They've moved forward on their own accord, but we'll let them do their thing. Pretty one-sided victory here, but I wouldn't say that they necessarily were fighting poorly. It's just we have cannon, they do not. Cannon are king at this period in history. Let's give them a volley if we can. I think they might be using pistol. Let's have a look here. No, can't see. Yeah, they are. Good. Well, we're well out of pistol range now. So, let's pull back because I don't want to get my general stuck. And also, he's in the line of these guns. Let's stop firing. Hold fire. See what I mean? We'll give them a volley here. These Buccaneers are pretty damn good shots. And historically, the pirates did indeed have a very good reputation for marksmanship. So this kind of skirmish woodland tactics is pretty accurate to history. I'm happy with this. What's going on over there? I did not tell you to do that. Come back. Okay, victory. There's no reason to continue this fight here. They've surrendered. The town will have surrendered with them. There's no need to kill any more men. So let's accept their surrender. And here we have the results of our little victory. We lost 54 men to their 660. So very much a one-sided victory on our part. So yes, nothing much to report there. I suppose we should view the battle statistics for those who may be interested. The general lost 9 men, killed 82. So he's doing his job. But who took the most? I'm actually curious as to how many the cannon here killed. Yeah, we actually lost a few cannoneers, so they must have been a little bit too close to the action. But we did take out 93 men with that canister shot. So very effective indeed. We made the right decision. And okay, we didn't get an option to loot. That's annoying. Maybe that isn't a thing in Empire. Sorry, that's my mouse being crazy. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure in Empire you still had the option to loot and burn down cities and stuff like that. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe they took that feature out and put it back in Rome too. But as I say, it has been a long time since I've played Empire properly. Probably about 4 years actually since I've played Empire. Wow, time does fly. But I suppose, seeing as we aren't able to loot, we might as well set up shop here and get to work establishing our republic in Curaçao and convincing the people that piracy isn't that bad after all. We'll start by repairing the military governor's barracks. We will probably not need to worry about recruitment today. We will improve the roads. And I think that's about all we need to worry about today. I'm not concerned about these brigs here. They're not a problem. I'll probably chase them away later. But for now, I think we'll just keep that nice and short and sweet. And I'll do a lot of editing so we can see plenty of the action, because that is our first proper battle for this mod. So I think we'll just leave it at that with the sacking of Curaçao. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. I intend to continue posting for this series and hopefully more regularly as well. Thank you all very much for viewing. This has been Kairos. See you all next time.